By Tony Engel. Good defense there by Tony Engel, Chuck.
Yeah, it sure was, Tom, I tell you. We need to keep that up.
Bobcats with a basketball underneath their own basket. Inbounds for Dameron. Outside for Smith. Smith. Works it over to Kiki Atkins. Outside for Josh Smith. Chad White with a steal, and then the ball deflected out of bounds by White. As White, with some good defense, almost came away with it. It'll go back to the Bobcats. Atkins with a basketball, working against Bubba Hoover. Outside for Dameron. He'll shoot a three. It's up and it's good. Bobby Dameron from the top of the circle knocks down a three for the Bobcats. And the Bobcats back within 3 points, 58-55. Bubba Hoover for three. It's up and it's good. 7th three-pointer of the ball game by John Hoover. And no, that's not Matt Hoover. That's his little brother, Chuck.
I know it's unreal.
61-55. Bobcats take it down low, and Rashawn Atkins lays it up and in. 61-57. Engel with a basketball over for Matt Hoover, inside for BJ. And then we've got a foul underneath. I believe it's going to be against the Bobcats. Foul on number 24, Bobby Dameron. Dameron picking up his 4th personal foul. And Dameron will head to the Bobcat bench, replaced by number 25, Jody Murphy. Cardinals will have it underneath their own basket. Matt Hoover to work it inbounds. Works it in for John Hoover. Hoover back to his brother Matt Hoover. Hoover with a baseline move, kicks it back outside. Over for Chad White. White over for Matt Hoover. Inside for BJ, back over for Tony Engel. And Engel with a nice 15-footer on the baseline, gets nothing but the bottom of the net. And the Cardinals now lead 63-57. Cardinals with a steal. John Hoover knocks it away to Tony Engel. Up ahead for Matt Hoover. Matt Hoover from inside the paint, shot won't go down. And then knocked out of bounds, last touch by the Cardinals. It'll go back to the Bobcats. 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to play. Adamsville 63, McNary Central 57.
Come on, man.
Cardinals up with a steal. And then a bad pass stolen away by the Bobcats. And then the Bobcats are going to throw it out of bounds. It'll be Cardinal basketball. As Coach Brian Brown will call a timeout. With 5:35 left to go, the Cardinals 63, the Bobcats 57, back in 60 seconds. Back to action here at McNary Central. Cardinals with a basketball. Tony Engel with a fall-away 15-foot jumper. The basket is good. Count the basket, and we've got a foul on the Cardinals. And who'd they get, Chuck?
I missed that one.
Number 34, Matt Hoover, called for pushing. And Hoover picks up his 4th personal. So Matt Hoover in some foul trouble with 5:14 left to play.
He's had a tough second half here, Tom. He has yet to score in the second half, so Matt needs to kind of get in there again.
And we've got a foul on the Cardinals. Number 32, Chad White, is going to be called for the foul as he gets part of Adam Day's arm. And Day will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Bobcats. And Chuck, that's something we don't want them to do, is score with the clock stopped.
No, definitely not.
Day puts it in from the baseline, 65-59. They say it wasn't a shooting foul, so they give possession to the Bobcats, and Day puts in a 15-foot jumper from the baseline. Cardinals with a basketball. Chad White over to Luke Rogers. Over for John Hoover. Hoover's pass intended for Matt Hoover, overthrown, and the Bobcats come out with it.
Tell you what, Tom, we can't start making these kind of mistakes now. We just got to keep cool and not, make good passes, stay in there. Because if we can, I think we got this game. But if we start messing up like this, we're gonna lose it.
Bobcats with a basketball. Josh Smith guarded out top by Chad White. Works it over for Craig on the right corner. Craig, fall away jumper, no good. Tip up and in by number 14, Rashawn Atkins. And it's down to a 4-point lead, 65-61. Cardinals with a basketball in the corner for Engel. Down low for Hoover, turnaround jumper. Matt Hoover up and in. And Chuck, that's his first 2 points in the second half, right?
That's right, Tom. So hopefully Matt can get in this last 3.5 minutes.
Bobcats with a basketball. As they work it across the timeline, Josh Smith. Over for Adam Day on the right wing. Day will shoot a 3. Comes up short. John Hoover comes up with a rebound. Hands it over to Chad White, and Chad White will work it across the timeline for the Cardinals. Over for Tony Engel. Engel looking inside for Hoover. Hoover outside for Chad White. White 15-footer up and in. And beautiful passing by the Cardinals, Chuck.
Well, they're looking good.
8-point lead for the Cardinals. Ball stolen away. John Hoover coming away with it as it was deflected by Luke Rogers, and John Hoover came away with it for the Cardinals. Over to Chad White. Over for Tony Engel on the left wing. Back out top for Rogers. John Hoover spotting up for another 3. Shot too hard. And Adam Day Craig comes away with it for the Bobcats. Down low for Murphy. Murphy off the glass. Misses the layup. And Rashawn Atkins there to tip it in for the Bobcats. 69-63. 2:32 left to play. Adamsville and McNairy Central. Ball almost stolen by the Bobcats. Cardinals looking for John Hoover. His shot is up and in. John Hoover with his 8th 3-point basket gives the Cardinals a 63, or make that a 72-63 lead for the Cardinals. James Craig with a 15-foot jumper. Up and in for the Bobcats. 72-65. Cardinals with a basketball over to Luke Rogers. Rogers will take it all the way. Misses the layup, and Matt Hoover with a follow. Wave off the basket as we've got a foul. And who they calling that one on, Chuck?
Jody Murphy.
Foul's going to be on Jody Murphy of the Bobcats. That's going to be before the shot, I believe.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping they'd leave it after the shot. No, they did. They said the shot.
So Luke Rogers will go to the line for the Cardinals. He'll have 2 shots. With 1:52 left to play, Adamsville 72, McNairy Central 65. Rogers to the free throw line. First shot by Luke Rogers. It's up and it's good. 73-65. Rogers' second shot, it's up and in. 74-65. Chuck, we're looking better now.
I'm telling you, just keep it up. Just keep it up.
Bobcats will have the basketball with 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining, and the Cardinals with the lead, 74-65. Bobcats up ahead for Dameron. Dameron back over for Josh Smith. Smith up ahead for Robinson, down low for Atkins, and Atkins lays it up and in. Basket by Rashawn Atkins. Cardinals work it in the corner for Hoover, back around for Engel. Engel turnaround jumper, and the shot won't go down. The Bobcats come up with it. Josh Smith outside for Robinson, over for Dameron. He'll shoot a 3. No good. Tip, no good. And then we've got a foul underneath, and they're calling it, I believe, on the Bobcats.
Right.